It's so bad that even Larry Fink had to respond to Vivek. Here's a story with Larry Fink talking about Larry Fink dismisses sad criticism of BlackRock in Republican debate. This is a Financial Times story. Larry Fink has criticized Republican presidential candidates for repeatedly mentioning the asset manager during a recent debate, calling it a sad commentary on the state of American politics. He expresses dismay, stating BlackRock was mentioned by some candidates in last night's debate more than inflation or national debt. That's a sad commentary on the state of American politics. During the debate, Vivek Ramaswamy accused Fink of being the king of woke industrial complex, which he is, and claimed that his support for Nikki Haley could influence her. Ramaswamy, an anti-ESG advocate. Do you have that clip, Rob, where he talks about Reed Hastings and what Reed Hastings, he's calling him the second George Soros, if you can pull that one up, and claimed that his support for Nikki Haley would influence her. Ramaswamy, on an anti-ESG advocate, also accused Fink of telling energy companies like Exxon and Chevron where they can drill. Ron DeSantis, Florida's governor, boasted about moving $2 billion in investments away from BlackRock, stating his actions as a testament of his stance. So watch him right here, what he says to Nikki Haley. He flat out doesn't think Nikki Haley and Chris Christie are good people. Can you imagine having the audacity to say, go ahead and play this? By the way, you cannot find this clip. For whatever reason, This part of the debate is tough to find. Go ahead.
Somebody in the White House who absolutely is going to be a fighter when it counts. And I did say that there were some good people on that stage in that third debate. Doug Burgum was on that stage at that time. And I'll say that jokingly. Ron DeSantis is a good person, too. I want to go back, though, to Nikki Haley's comment from earlier that she is somehow not responding to the will of these donors. Nikki, you were bankrupt when you left the UN. After you left the UN, you became a military contractor. You actually started joining service on the board of Boeing, whose back you scratched for a very long time, and then gave foreign multinational speeches like Hillary Clinton is, and now you're a multimillionaire. That math does not add up. It adds up to the fact that you are corrupt.
Boom.
And when I said they were bought and paid for, I meant the Republican establishment, not the Democratic establishment. Now you have Reid Hoffman, the person who's effectively George Soros Jr., funding lawsuits across this country against Donald Trump to keep him off the ballot, funding left-wing causes. We discovered this week that he is one of Nikki Haley's largest supporters. Wow. Larry Fink, the king of the woke industrial complex, the ESG movement, the CEO of BlackRock, the most powerful company in the world, now supporting Nikki Haley. And to say that doesn't affect her is false, because it's after that meeting later that day that she says that every American needs to be doxxed by having their ID, their government-issued ID, tied to what they say on the internet. So I think that this is far more corrupt than I even imagined when I entered politics. But I will say this. It is going to take a leader from the outside with fresh legs from the next generation to unite this country, not the broken politicians who are puppets of the puppet masters.
Dude, let me explain something to you. That guy,
there it is again. Trump, facts wrapped with a punch.
Trump doesn't go, Pat. That guy has my vote. He is so freaking dude. Everybody's quiet. Nobody was butting in. Even the other side was just like, holy shit, captivated by what he's saying.
Yeah,
he's a G, bro. I like that guy.
Did you say that Larry Fink responded to this?
That's Larry Fink sent the fact. I just read the article. Larry Fink responded to it. Yes, Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, he said that. Some candidates are mentioning BlackRock more than inflation or the national debt. That's a sad commentary on the state of American politics. The reason he said it's a sad commentary is because he doesn't have a rebuttal point, a fact-based rebuttal point. What he's really saying is, damn it, how did BlackRock become the flag-carrying noun for the problem of the financial services industry? It's all of us. Why don't you bring up Citadel and Ken Griffin? Hang on, I got to make a text. Ken, I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
he says, why don't you bring everybody else up? That's what Larry Fink is saying, is how did BlackRock become the noun for be the flag carrier from the private equity groups like BlackRock are buying up American single-family homes, like BlackRock are pushing ESG agendas. He doesn't want to be that flag carrier, but guess what? You're the biggest, you're the largest, you're the most visible. You've said it, and congratulations, you're the flag carrier.
Yeah, he's going from how you're listening to him, the swamp, the left, the establishment, all this. He's not going away for 50 years, but he has to watch himself in the fact that look what they're doing to Trump, what they did to Trump right now. He has to be kind of on high alert. You know what I mean? Because he's about to take that mantle of Trump, because no matter what, like you said, he's not going in. That voice, that following, he's not going anywhere. Should he be worried?
Did you guys see? Should he be worried for his life?
Not life and all in general, because they're gonna be watching him.
Listen, anytime you just have to realize the one thing about think about the profile of anti-establishment, and think about the profile of a human being of establishment. What is the profile of those two types of people? Okay, the anti-establishment profile is somebody that is pro-freedom, that's somebody that doesn't like to be controlled, somebody that has a mind of their own, somebody that has their own opinions, somebody that is not afraid to talk to anybody. I'll sit down and have a conversation with you because they're willing to debate. The anti-establishment ideals are that. They are against people controlling you and I and calling those people out. Now go to the establishment. The anti-establishment community is the minority. The anti-establishment community is like, imagine you're a minority, going to a school, you're the only Mexican in that school, you're the only Middle Eastern in that school, you're the only black kid in that school, okay, you're the only Jew in that school, you're the only Christian you're the only Muslim in that school. You're a minority, right? Anti-establishment community is all minority. Why? Because the establishment owns what? The establishment are the people that went to Harvard, are the people that went to the schools. By the way, Vivek is a school guy as well, but these guys that go to the schools, they're all of a sudden hooked up together. So meaning, hey, I'm going to do favors for you. You're going to do this for me. You're going to come and work for the mainstream media, establishment. You're going to come and work for this paper, establishment. New York Times, establishment. WAPO, establishment. You got CNN, establishment. Even Fox, NBC, CBS, establishment. These are all establishment people who protect each other because they have the card to get into the club. And these guys are willing to give up the card. These guys don't care about being the cool guys entering the club. These guys simply want to be the guys that this is what I stand for. So the group here is massive. They have a lot of power. This guy, Reid Hoffman, he's talking about, he's the founder of LinkedIn.
Yeah,
he's a guy that, Reid Hoffman is a multi-billionaire that started LinkedIn.
PayPal mafia.
He is one of the OG guys, and he called him George Soros Jr. So, however, what the anti-establishment is doing is going against the grain, and the people who feel they have that profile, they're relating to it, and they're sitting there saying, I'm interested. Why is this guy talking like this? If we purely took one data, who grew the most on Twitter the most from the day they announced they're running till today?
Oh, not even close. Vivek.
Do you know what the numbers are like?
I remember you showed.
But it's
astronomical.
But somehow Pence went down.
It's 2-3x since we talk about that.
Oh, wow.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.